Hello everyone, this is Jonah the Orange, and today I'm going to be talking about the Commander Germanicus in Total War Arena. Germanicus is a dedicated infantry commander with no abilities that benefit any other unit. So while he lacks a bit of versatility compared to your Scipios and your Caesars, he makes up for it by being one of the best, if not the best, infantry commander. Now before we talk about why this is the case, let's just go over his abilities. The first ability you get is Heavy Infantry Charge. This is the strongest charge in the game. The downside of it doesn't last long. It's 3 seconds at the first few tiers, and I think at tier 8 you get another second, so it's a 4-second charge, but at tier 8. What this allows you to do is win the initial damage every fucking time. At least against other infantry. Against cavalry, at higher tiers especially, they can beat you in the charge. So there's one thing already that puts you on top of all the other melee commanders. Now let's move on to his second ability, which is Testudo. Now this ability, in my opinion, isn't that fucking great at lower tiers because you still take missile damage, it slows you down like a fucking turtle, and you open yourself up to getting shot to shit by catapults. Now, other people might be going, fuck, Testudo's the best fucking thing in the world, but in my opinion, if I was a new player, don't even fucking use this ability. Don't worry about it. But once you upgrade it and get it around that tier 8 mark, then you become immortal to missiles, you have charge deflect on it, it doesn't slow you as much. And in my opinion, that's when you start using it, and still situationally. Because the slow is a cunt. I don't like being slow, I don't know what to tell you. That's why I'm not even going to be playing the fucking Romans once this game goes into closed beta, because although they're very powerful, the Romans, they are like turtles. Really aggressive, ass-kicking turtles. Like the Ninja Turtles, but the Ninja Turtles are quick. So the Ninja Turtles, if they went the same speed as your everyday fucking turtle. So what I'm saying is, if you're a Ninja Turtle fan, play the Romans. But on a serious note, you'll find that certain units will fit your playstyle, certain other ones won't. It just so happens I'm not a Roman player, but I can play them pretty good, so there's that. And the reason I can play them pretty good is because of this next ability called Vengeance. Everybody knows it, everybody either loves it or hates it. It usually depends if you're on the receiving end of it or not. Now what this ability does, it boosts your melee damage and melee attack. So your damage output is insane compared to everyone else's. This ability is in fact so strong, usually I don't try to pop, but it's on a long cooldown, just remember that. So usually I don't try to pop them all in the same combat, because then I won't have a vengeance for the next one. And you usually don't need 3 vengeances ticking to win a combat situation. For example, if you're fighting a Scipio infantry player in a head-on-head collision, just pop 2 vengeances. That's enough to kill his 3 units. You don't need to pop the 3rd one. Save that. So that way, you don't have to wait around for, I think it's over 3 minutes to get your vengeance back, because you want it up when you enter combat. So while popping 3 vengeances might make it so you win that initial combat, you're going to have nothing left in the chamber for the next one that comes along. And that brings me to my next point about vengeance. Once you've popped the ability and you've killed the enemy, or getting close to killing the enemy, use your charge to reach the next closest enemy as fast as possible. That way your vengeance keeps going. If you don't do this, you'll lose the vengeance ability, and you'll probably get your fucking ass kicked. And this is also why I don't go into form combat all the time, because if I get stuck in that form combat and I can't reach an enemy, then my vengeance is going to fucking end. And usually I don't need formed combat to actually win a combat situation. And there's one thing I skipped over about how come this ability is so powerful. it's because at tier 5 it's already strong, right? At tier 6 it gets stronger by a mile. Tier 7 it gets even stronger. Tier 8 is the ultimate fucking ability. But then that's where it ends. So you can get this ability to its max potential, well, pretty fucking max potential, at tier 8. While other commanders have to get all the way to tier 10 to reach their maximum potential. So in conclusion, when it comes to the abilities, if you mix the first ability and Vengeance together, you're going to win most 1v1 situations. You're going to fuck cunts up. Now after hearing this, you're probably thinking, oh man, Germanicus, OP! He is OP! But I'm going to fucking break down to you why he's not OP and why I won't be playing. And in fact, I hope you fucking do play Germanicus, because then I am going to fuck you up like it's going out of fashion. Now let me explain, right? You're fucking slow if you're Germanicus. You're a fucking slow cunt. And I'm not saying in the head, I'm just saying your units are very slow. So every catapult and every Vercingetorix is going to lay waste to you. And all those people that you can kill very easily once you're in combat, they do have this option. They can just not fight you. You're slow. You know, look, think about it this way. You're a big fat cunt, you weigh 200 kgs, you're the size of a house, right? And there's all these skinny dudes around. You could punch them once and knock them the fuck out. But they just don't come near you. And then you're too fucking slow to catch them. So they're just there flipping you the bird. Nothing you can do about it, right? I mean, you're so fucking big, you can't even fit through the door anymore. So they're at your front door, burning dog shit. You can't even fit through the door to put the dog shit out. Sure, if they come inside the house, you can fuck them up. But they don't even come inside the house. They just put the dog shit at the door. So pretty much, you have the fucking hitting power of a steam engine. Man, if anyone comes near you, boom, knock the fuck out. But the problem is, you can't catch anyone. So while Germanicus is very strong in these random pug battles, later on, when it's 10v10, just send over Vercingetorix or some catapults, and you'll end him before he can do anything. But this is just my opinion. You never know what's down the track or blah blah blah, something something. And I have to go now, so I'm trying to wrap this up. I'll probably do one more Germanicus video just to show how I play him in game, give you some commentary on how I actually control my units around the battlefield. And then I'll move on to Caesar, and by next week I'll be playing either the Greeks or the Barbarians, so stay tuned for that. If you're new, subscribe, or don't. You know, just don't fucking subscribe and be a cunt. But anyway, I'm gonna end it here, because I'm just ranting now. Oh, I might as well keep ranting, because it's almost the end of the game. Oh, there we go, end of the game, cool. So, what did you guys do on the weekend? I happened to play... Wait, was Total War Arena... No, Total War Arena wasn't up on the weekend. I can't even remember what I did on the weekend. I probably got drunk. And, okay, here's the score. I just want to boost my ego. Oh, look at that score. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. Anyway, see you later, and enjoy your gaming.